We heard them both talking about their hopes for a resolution to the standoff that we see between Qatar and Saudi Arabia and obviously the other countries in the region. I think one of the strongest quotes for me there was the fact that they shouldn't be outside of the flock. They want them to rejoin their brothers in the GCC. Can President Trump be a facilitator in bringing these countries together?
He seems to think so, and he does have a strong relationship with the Saudi Arabians who are at the crux of this issue. So to the extent that he can exert influence on them, and we do have great military interests in the region, especially in Qatar. So he could play a role, but it's going to have to be solved by the parties in the region.
Yeah, Kevin Cirilli, jump in here. I thought it was interesting that the president took a lot of questions from the Kuwaiti press rather than from the domestic press.
Yeah, great point. You know, I think this shows savviness on behalf of General Kelly, who is really receiving a lot of praise from a lot of folks here in Washington, including General Kelly's staff, for how they have really set up what has really no other way to describe it as an elaborate, effective, and presidential communications outreach. I mean, at the same time as President Trump was speaking, DNI Director Coates was also speaking across town. Meanwhile, Donald Trump Jr.'s attorney made public his testimony. So in weeks past, you've seen the news cycle, for as much as President Trump is able to manipulate the media, really get away from him. And in this sense, this was a focused message on foreign policy and on that democratic short-term deal. So all of that said, it shows a level of maturation and a level of savviness that really the president, quite frankly, just since covering him since the beginning, seems to be enjoying.